Welcome to Mediocre Gaming, and today we're playing GTA 5. Well, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and salutations. Today, it's all about those Benjamins. Let's get to it. Money in GTA 5 is like having extra choices, since money is ubiquitous with all things in GTA 5, all the way from bullets to mansions. It only makes sense that you will want to get as much money as quickly as possible. So whether you are buying that new shiny gun, a vehicle, or a business or an apartment, you're going to want to know what the best ways are in order to get the money to get those items. Now, every week starting on Thursday and ending on Wednesday, Rockstar highlights certain activities. Usually there's at least one in free roam and then one mode or job that you can do that will earn bonus money, usually an extra 20% or double or triple. And those are some of the most efficient ways of making money over the short term. Now, if you're a CEO and or an MC president, you have more options. You have VIP work, and of course you have different businesses that you can buy and run to make money. So things like the bunker, you can get gun running sales, you can steal supplies, you can buy supplies. Of course, buying supplies for your businesses will cut into your profits in things like the MC businesses, the cocaine lockup. Of course, you'll still end up with a profit, but the most of them you'll at best cut out even by buying supplies instead of stealing them. So if you're doing gun running or MC businesses, you'll want to have more members on your team in order to do those, so that when you're stealing supplies that you'll steal more than one bar. So if you have 4 members in total, including yourself, that's going to be pretty good, and that's going to help get your supplies full faster than if you're by yourself. If you're by yourself, you're going to feel like that's all you're going to do. You're going to steal supplies, and then you're just going to rinse and repeat for all your businesses in order to keep them running. Now, if you're by yourself as a CEO, you can run special cargo. Now, as a side note, I don't recommend running or buying the hangar. If you have a hangar, only use it to store your airplanes. Don't use it for the business side of things, because the cargo that you get through that is very difficult to come by. It will take you upwards of 15 minutes by yourself, and there is a huge cooldown between when you can get another supply of the same type, and you want 50 of the same type in order to maximize your profits. Alright, so if you have the warehouse, then you can get the special cargo. Special cargo you can buy in 1, 2, or 3, and each one increases in cost per piece. So the first one is normally 3,000, and if you get 2, it is 8,000, and 3 is 18,000. So it goes from 3,000 a piece for 1, 4,000 a piece for 2, or 6,000 a piece for 3. And the difficulty increases with each one. So there's a wide variety of things that you can do, and you have more choices if you are a CEO or MC, and the more businesses you have, the more choices you have, including the nightclub, the bunker, the hangar, the warehouses, the vehicle storage, cocaine lockup, meth lab, document forgery, weed farm, and counterfeit currency. So there's lots of options, not to mention the contract work for the MCs and the VIP work for the CEOs and VIPs. So if you want a quick bump in pay, very quickly, you're going to do those highlighted activities for the week, or you could also do a vehicle storage mission, steal a vehicle, and then turn around and sell it. Now, the problem with the vehicle storage is that every time you sell, there is a cooldown, so you will have to go and steal a couple of cars before you can sell another one. Additionally, when you go to sell it, you'll have a couple options, and the baseline, you put out the least amount of money, but you get the least amount back. If you go with the most expensive option up front, so you're putting money up front, but you're going to double your payout at the end. And of course, with the vehicle storage, when you pick up the vehicle, get it back, whatever damage happens to the vehicle, even if you don't do it yourself, you have to pay for those repairs. So you're putting money up front to repair the vehicle, and then you're putting money up for upgrades again before you sell the vehicle. And then once you sell the vehicle, assuming that you're able to sell the vehicle, you'll get the bigger payout, and it'll be a nice boost in money all at once. Now, if you want a large payout, over a short period of time, then what you're going to do is you're going to do special cargo. Now, the problem with this, of course, is that there is a long lineup in order to get that big payout, because you're going to need at least 2 large warehouses, and I recommend no more than 2 large warehouses, although you can have up to 5 large warehouses if you so choose. And of course, the quickest way to fill up those warehouses is to do 3 crates at a time. Now, the difficulty of the missions will of course be more difficult than if you did 1 at a time, and there could be 3 crates, so it would be helpful if you had 2 associates with you. Sometimes it's in a vehicle and all 3 packs will be in that 1 vehicle, and sometimes there are 3 crates and you have to get all 3 crates. Get those 3 crates, bring them back to the warehouse, and then go back to the office or your terabyte, whatever you happen to have, and do it again for a different warehouse. And you're just going to go back and forth and back and forth. Now, let's say each crate, each run from the time you start until you get back to the computer to start another one takes you 10 minutes on average. Some might be quicker, some might take longer, but we're going to say on average it's going to take you 10 minutes to do a run, 1 run. Alright, so if you do 1 crate at a time at 10 minutes, 2 large warehouses, so that's 220 crates times 10 minutes, or 2,220 minutes total to fill up 2 warehouses. That is a really long time in order to fill them up. And of course, if you do 3, that's 37 or 370 minutes per warehouse. So 740 minutes, which is over 10 hours. And you say, geez, that's a really long time to get a payout. Well, you're not going to focus only on that. You're going to do some of that, and you're going to do some other things too, so you can gain money in the short term as well as gain money in the long term. So you're going to work at doing that special cargo, and then maybe in between you can do VIP work. If you only have 1 large warehouse and you don't really want to do more than 1, you can do that as well. And every time you do 3 crates, you have to wait for a couple minutes anyway, so you do VIP work, and then you go back and you do another one. This will also keep you in the black in terms of money, because even if you have $1 million to start with, those 3 crates at a time, they're going to start adding up, and you have to pay for your utilities, etc. every so often. So you'll be losing money over the course of the time. So in order to offset that, I do recommend running VIP work or something else, some way to gain money, do a vehicle storage and sell a vehicle, something to offset the cost of those crates. Now, even though it may cost you 18,000, if you're on the flip side of it and you see someone running crates, you may say, hey, that's a good way to make money. I'll go destroy the crates that they're going to take to their warehouse and make some money off that. Well, not really, because each crate or vehicle that you destroy will only net you $1,000. That is hardly worth your time to go and do. Likewise, when you have a full large warehouse, you're looking at a total of $2,220,000 when you sell it. And there's an additional bonus for extra players in the session. So each additional player adds a percentage onto that. So instead of getting $2,220,000, you could get $2,640,000 or something more or less depending on how many players are in the session. So if you have a full session, you're going to get the maximum payout, but you also have a larger risk because you have more people that see what you're doing. And selling from the warehouse full, you could have up to 3 vehicles that you have to run in order to get that full payout. And again, looking at the flip side of it, other people, if you're on the flip side, you see someone running and delivering from their warehouse, you say, oh, if they get that, they're going to get 2 million. So if I destroy their vehicles, then I should get 2 million. Well, not really. You're only going to get $1,000 to $10,000 for destroying those vehicles. So again, it's not really worth your time and effort to take out the vehicles, which may be upgraded and more difficult to take out. Not to mention, if the CEO and or associates see you, they will likely try to take you out. So looking to make money, that isn't the best way of doing it. You should be running your business. You should be running VIP work. You should be running sale missions. You should be running modes or jobs that actually make you money, rather than disrupting other people, because it's not as advantageous to do that than to do it yourself. But that's it. I hope you enjoyed this video. Be sure to ring the bell before you leave to be notified of all future episodes as soon as they go live. And thank you for liking, commenting, and subscribing. And we'll see you next time.